Today, we talk about the biggest, most badass sneaker unboxing of your lives.
Boopity scoop.
We're going old school again, boys and girls. Another LeBron James. A LeBron 2. Not a lot of people have seen these boxes in a while, huh? Get that lovely LBJ pattern, old school as F, Nike, Lebron. Whoops. Oh, that's cool. This one also has a little thingy-majiggy. So, let's open up this bad boy. Ooh. Another StockX special. But, again, in my quest to complete the LeBron collection, had to go back to the archives and find a pristine condition LeBron 2. And to me, this was the best colorway that came out in the navy, because the contrast of the color blocking with the navy and the white just really sets off the shoe. You get a lovely little graphic pattern along the sock liner area, which is dope. Says LeBron along the side there. Boom, boom. Outsole pattern, you get the Nike swoosh. And then, of course, the LBJ pattern, Nike strap, and some more of those details along the tongue there, which is cool. Yeah, not a lot to say about this shoe. Still early on in his career before he became what we now know as LeBron James. But yeah, nonetheless, again, if I'm trying to complete that collection, got to get a LeBron 2, and to me this was the best one. So, well, what do we have here? A Kobe 11 Elite Low Fade to Black. So, you know, this was kind of a desperation move kind of thing, but had to happen. Had to happen. Another StockX purchase. New sticker. Hadn't seen that one before. So this is the Fade to Black pack. Oh, gold lace tips. Nice. And this was the very last shoe that Kobe actually wore in a game. He's got that beautiful black swoosh, or beautiful gold swoosh. The gold lace tips I didn't know about, so that's kind of a nice touch as well. You know, obviously the Flyknit. It is a Kobe 11, my favorite number. Right there you see the double Roman numeral X's, meaning 20, commemorating the 20 years he played in the NBA before he finally retired after that amazing last game he had, scoring 60 points in these bad boys. And I remember prices on these skyrocketed to $1,000, and luckily they came way down from that. So I was like, you know what, I just got to pick these up because slowly but surely their value will continue to rise. And I figured, you know what, if he really is my favorite player, and I remember watching that game, and at some point, even though I own a pair of 11s, the ones I actually play in, it would be nice to have more of a casual wear ones that are really, really classy looking. So, you know, figured I'd pull the trigger just to commemorate my favorite player. And I figured, you know, I can own something from the pack of the Fade to Black, and this obviously takes the cake in the entire pack. So now we got it. And again, I'm always a sucker for, you know, new box style. So obviously you see the fading to black of the snake scales, the black mamba pattern with the Kobe pattern up top in gold. And even all along the bottom you get that snakeskin, you know, black mamba pattern. So that's pretty cool. All right, you can kind of tell from the box what we got going on. Nike HTM. Let me see if I can remember this. Hatfield. Oh, I believe it's Hiroshi Fujiwara, Tinker Hatfield, Mark Parker, who all teamed up to create this Nike collaboration. This one was the Lunar Flyknit Chukka HTM SP, which I believe stands for special. And voila! This was part of their, I forget, the Snow Patrol pack or Winter pack or something like that. It was one of two colors. One was this more baby bluish grayish, and then the other one was like a lot more gray with a lot less of a standout swoosh. And I love this for the standout swoosh. And the blue I thought worked very well, especially with my scrubs, am I right? You know, Lunar technology, and this is my first pair of Lunar line shoes, and what better pair to have than the limited edition HTM joints. These were super sought after when they initially released. You can see maybe the HTM logo in there, maybe not. But yeah, these were super limited. You could see the HTM logo on the tongue there. Very, very nice. Very, very well done, beautiful colorway shoe. And this was kind of the kickoff to the Chukka models, as it were, on the Lunar technology with Nike. And again, I've been trying to look for a pair of Lunar Epic. I've been trying to hunt down a pair of Lunar Racers, one of those OG pairs, because that was the first time Nike had done Lunar technology on a shoe. But, you know, can't really find it. Maybe they'll retro it someday, so whatever. But this was the first time they'd done a Chukka version, and they happened to collaborate on it, probably to generate buzz about the model. Some thought that this was a Shoe of the Year candidate for the year it came out. I believe it was 2013. And Flyknit being on this model was absolutely awesome. Because again, Chukka style, not something commonly seen with Nike. And the other thing was, yeah, Flyknit had just come out the year before in 2012. So I believe in 2013 these came out, and they absolutely crushed this colorway. So glad to finally have a pair of the Chukkas. And my first pair of HTM, so, you know, two birds, am I right? Voila! Here we have my first pair of 4.0 Ultra Boosts. So, you know, I was really kind of disappointed that Nike hadn't really, or Nike, Adidas hadn't come out with like a blow you away colorway for the 4.0s. What the hell is this? Maybe some glue stains, but whatever. But, you know, finally decided to go with the 5th year anniversary pair. So this was kind of like in that same pack as that OG Energy Boost, the first ever Boost shoe. You see here the pop of yellow again with the Boost, new kind of Boost logo. So that's kind of cool. But in addition to that, you know, you get the hits of yellow here, and then on the lace tips to kind of commemorate that OG Energy Boost colorway. And then interesting change up to the heel cup material here, similar to the 3D printed stuff we saw in the 3D runner. So that's kind of cool. Black outsole with the yellow torsion unit. So that's cool, that's cool. And this is all reflective 3M on the upper. So I knew I wanted a pair of black upper Ultra Boost, not the triple black. I think it looks kind of eh. But this pair with the reflective 3M on it kind of added that little, you know, nifty shift in the pattern that I was looking forward to in a, you know, black upper, similar to the 1.0. So this was as similar as I was going to get without, you know, getting new 1.0 patterns. So, you know, really happy with this. Problem was when these were out, I usually am checking Reddit r sneakers every day. And of course, the one day I waited till like afternoon to check. I don't know why I was just decided that day not to be on our sneakers browsing, but someone had posted a link saying Adidas was having some kind of glitch sale where everything was like 70% off or something. So people got these for a crazy steal at retail, and I missed it. So I had to pay, you know, retail for it, which sucks. But here we are, we have them. And luckily they weren't limited. I was worried about them being limited, but they weren't. And again, I have a pair of 1.0s, 2.0s, 3.0s, had to get a 4.0, and here it is. And what better one than the 5th year anniversary of Boost edition. Old school Nike box. Woo! Wowee, boys and girls. They are finally here. The Air Max 1 Amsterdams. I've been on the hunt for these forever. I remember when I first saw pictures of these, there you go with the Amsterdam pattern, I was absolutely blown away with this colorway. It didn't matter what it was, what the history of it was, anything like that. I was just like, I need to have this shoe. I think this is just the most beautiful, and the materials are so nice. This leather pop of blue, the suede brown, the blue laces, the hot pink, the brown again, and then the outsole. Oh my. And then the outsole pattern. Oh my God, man, this is insane. And then of course the insoles, showing that little booty with the heart tattoo, I guess. And this was, and then of course the speckled outsole. Kind of sucks that these are old and now it's kind of a foggy air bubble in there. You can't really get the lovely hit of blue that you should see there, but what are you gonna do, right? The interesting thing with these sneakers was, you know, when Para was asked to design an Air Max 1, he had actually designed the Albert Heijn version, which was an ode to the you know, popular grocery store chain out in Amsterdam. And of course, right around the time the shoe was to release, the Albert Heijn chain decided to change its color scheme. And so he had to go back to the drawing board, and he came up with this, inspired by the red light district of Amsterdam. So you get that the lady on the insole, you know, matching insoles. And to be honest with you, I think he absolutely nailed this. This is maybe one of the most beautiful shoes I've ever seen. And obviously, I don't like to repeat silhouettes, but if they absolutely murder a colorway, I have to have it. So I've slowly but surely been adding to the Air Max 1 collection I have. And this was just an absolute must-have. I had mentioned it in a previous Air Max 1 history video. But yeah, I'm so glad that I finally pulled the trigger on these, although it set me back quite a bit, gotta say. But just an absolutely beautiful shoe. And yeah, just, I can't believe I own these now. This is insane. This is so, so beautiful. I will definitely be rocking these the first time I visit Amsterdam, for sure. And oh man, it's just so nice. Such premium materials. But yeah, I'm so glad he, at the last minute, had to change to this, because I personally think the Albert Heijn colorway doesn't hold a candle compared to this. But you know, a lot of serious Air Max 1 collectors are really on the hunt for that super limited friends and family release. But to be honest with you, this does it for me. This is way preferred in my opinion. This just crushed it with this one. I really don't like the other one. But yeah. I just love this old school box. It's so tiny. It's crazy. First things first. That wasn't satisfying at all. I am loving the fact that this came in its own box. So this is a Jordan model. And for those that do recognize this, this is Russell Westbrook's logo. And I've been waiting to open these for a long time. I know, ooh, nice. It comes with its own little packaging as well, or paper. I've been promising to review these to you guys a while back. Some of you guys have been really looking forward to hearing my thoughts on this. But here they are. This is the Russell Westbrook Why Not Dub Zero Fly something something. What's the official name of this? The Jordan Why Not 0.1. Obviously because Russell Westbrook is 0. And to me, this colorway stood out the best. Inside we see RRS KB3RNN. Really wonder what that is. If anyone knows, please let me know. I don't know if you guys can even see that in there, but I'll try and show it to you. Well, whatever. But yeah, so to me, this colorway stood out the best of all the models. Some say that the Jumpman on the front here kind of gives an ode to the Jordan 17. Oh, it has a lace lock. Forgot about that. It doesn't really stand out as much on this model compared to the debut model, but has a nice little strap here to reveal the Why Not logo. Russell Westbrook's custom, or dedicated slogan and commonly used hashtag on Instagram. But the reason I went with this colorway, well, the reason I went with this shoe, oh, the other thing, I just noticed this. I've never heard anyone talk about this, but you can kind of make out the Jumpman pattern right there. You can kind of see him shimmering in there. So this was obviously not the debut colorway, but this was one of the first OG colorways of the shoe. Already getting kind of dirty, some scuff marks on the white, which sucks, but it is what it is. But the reason I went with this colorway was, to me, A, it looked the best, and B, The style of Russell's play is so black and white. It's either 0 or 100. It's either cut your throat or I'm not talking to you at all. And just, I just thought this spoke the best to his character. Again, one of my favorite players to play. Reminds me a lot of Kobe, my favorite player of all time. And I figured, you know what, I got to get his first signature Jordan model, and this is the one. So here he is. Whew, guys, I am sweating. This is a lot more boxes than I anticipated. I don't know why I waited so long to open these up, just to be dramatic about it. But join me on the next one. I'm going to split these up into separate episodes so that you guys don't get bored, and I can crank out more videos for you. So see you on the next one.